Ladies and gentlemen, that nigga came to bring you another one before the motherfucking year was over. Please welcome again from the luxury of his motherfucking bedroom in Jacksonville, Florida. Give it up for my nigga, Eddie Kane Jr. What in the fuck is going on with you, my family? 2020 is almost up. This motherfucker needs to hurry on up and in. This has been the worst year for everybody around this motherfucker. Shit is absolutely fucked up. Well, my niggas who like fucking big girls, where you at? Make some motherfucking noise in this bitch. That also includes you niggas who are married to a chick who used to be skinny, but is now ballooned into a big girl. That includes you. You now are a chubby chaser. That should be a difficult motherfucking task when you fucking a big girl. And that shit even more difficult for me, being a big nigga. And of course, I've tried it a few times, and no matter how many times I've tried it, I come up with the same result. I've come to find that I just don't have the right body type to fuck a big girl. But they always try to convince me that it's gonna be different with them because they're flexible. And I always tell him motherfucking ass, look, baby, I feel you, I know you won't fuck, but you know, I normally don't fuck with big girls, you know what I mean? They be like, oh, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different because I'm flexible and all that shit. They're like, listen, I don't care how flexible you are. Your meat plus my meat equals too much goddamn meat. And then it seemed like a nigga gotta peel through multiple layers of meat, all while trying to throw your lower back out, trying to get your dick all the way in. That shit is exhausting than a motherfucker. I see why big girls are tailored for skinny niggas. Cause skinny niggas fit right into that tiny ass little crevice that they got without compromising a big girl spread. Them little ass niggas snap right in the motherfucking place like a fucking Lego block with them big girls. But unfortunately for a nigga like me, it feels like I'm always halfway in at all times. It's like the shit just don't work. It's only really like two positions that a big girl can do with a nigga like me, and that's like from the side or from the back. That's it. Cause when a nigga like me is on top, it feel like you fucking a baseball mound with some good pussy. That shit just, it feels awkward, you know. Your belly button be creating this vacuum seal and shit, and you're on top of it. That shit be like, shit be weird as fuck. Weird as fuck. Let me light this shit up real quick. There ain't no other nigga on it, girl. That salt caramel. Smooth than a motherfucking no chase. But I fuck around and I'm fucking a big girl and I'm holding one leg up. And that one leg feels like propping a drunk 12-year-old from falling. And I damn sure can't let you get on top due to fear of asphyxiation. Like, I done tried that tough shit before. Letting the bitch 2 and some change in weight get on top of a nigga. Nigga, I felt like I was trying to see how long I can hold my breath underwater, nigga. And then her big ass gonna ask me, I ain't too heavy for you, am I? And of course I lie like a motherfucker. I'm like, no, you good, you straight, Nigga I'm straining my motherfucking ass off knowing that this bitch is suffocating the shit out of me. Slid her big ass right off me after 2 minutes. That's all I can motherfucking take. Cause that's how long I can hold my breath underwater. 2 minutes. I'm sitting here like this big bitch is trying to kill me. But big girls do have that good pussy though. That pussy be wet than a motherfucker. I think that pussy be so wet because when a big girl is about to get some dick from a decent looking nigga, they be excited. That's like the equivalent of an average Joe getting some pussy from a bad bitch. You know how excited a nigga be when you fucking a bad bitch. I'm talking about a super bad bitch. That shit be surreal in a motherfucker on it. Nigga be like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm fucking this bad bitch. This shit here is absolutely unbelievable. This shit is everything. I hope my dick stay hard for 3 hours, nigga. This bitch so motherfucking fine. That's how it is for the big girls. That's why that pussy be super duper wet. They be like, I can't believe I'm fucking this nigga. This nigga is decent. But I've realized that although that pussy is good, I just can't fit in that gap. That shit made for a little nigga. It's made for a little nigga. And I know I'm gonna hear my shit from all of the body shame department, but I don't really give a fuck because there isn't a doctor in this world that will tell you that fat is sexy or healthy. In fact, damn near everybody in Hollywood who was fat or pro-fat are all slimming the fuck down year by year. All y'all favorite fat people, Monique, the motherfucking weatherman, the black weatherman, y'all know what I'm talking about. Can't think of his name right now. You know, everybody. Just look at my nigga, Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. That nigga Dr. Dre look fucked up right now. I ain't talking about the Dr. Dre with the beats and shit. That nigga look healthy as a motherfucker. I'm talking about the other Dr. Dre. That nigga got one of his legs sawed off and looking fucked up than a motherfucker, man. It just don't pay to be big. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of you know, your favorite fat people that were famous are losing weight, because it ain't too sexy when the doctor gonna, you know, tell you as if he about to saw one of your fucking legs off because of, you know, the diabetes in your body. That shit, that ain't sexy at all. But for a lot of my ladies, you are the very core of beauty, and it should reflect itself inside and out. You know what I mean? And we should be real about this subject matter. And I know I'm telling jokes, but I'm serious. Because if a man is fat, the nigga is just fat, and people express themselves thoroughly. Because if it's athlete, actor, musician, and that nigga done balloon, oh, people gonna talk shit. But we can't say shit about females who talk mad shit about fat niggas. This shit is unfair. Half of these bitches out here look like Dusty Rhodes and Bam Bam Bigelow in the body and face, and swear up and down that they the baddest bitches since Trina. You can't be no bad bitch when you got meat dangling over your elbow cause your arm's so motherfucking big and your shit bigger than my shit, and you ain't no fucking professional bodybuilder. That shit ain't sexy. Even on the fucking bodybuilding hole, it ain't sexy. When she got big ass biceps. The fuck I look like fucking a hoe that body resembles Apollo Creed's. That shit ain't sexy at all. That shit look crazy as a motherfucker, man. But real talk though, I am kind of curious, you know, I would want to fuck one of them buff hoes just to see if that pussy is as strong as they body is. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. After that shit, I would call my nigga up like, bro, I just fucked this motherfucking chick that's a professional bodybuilder, bro. My nigga be like, oh yeah, bro? That pussy was hitting on everything? And I tell him, I only remember the first 2 strokes, bro. And my nigga gonna be like, ah, damn, nigga, you nutted that fast? I say, nah, after my first 2 strokes, I asked her to clench her kegels. And when she clenched them motherfuckers, her pussy was so motherfucking strong that it cut off the oxygen from my dick and my brain. So that's all I remember. That's all I fucking remember. I don't know why I keep thinking that that's the type of shit that'll happen if I fuck a buff chick. But I digress. I wouldn't want to fuck no super strong bitch like that with no arms bigger than mine or the same size as mine. That shit is unattractive to me. And we gotta end this shit talking like, you know, chicks with big fat ass arms is attractive. Like, that shit ain't fucking attractive, okay? Like, it's not. You don't see no fucking body in society with that big shit. Like, how many fat Marvel characters are there? It's very little. You know, every time they do a motherfucking TV show, or somebody's, buying for somebody else's attention for love, you only see fit and decent looking people. You don't never see them bringing on no cast of fat motherfuckers. It ain't just a society that's like that. Like, it's a health issue as well. So we can't sit here and try to make an excuse for fat. You know what I mean? Like, the shit ain't sexy at all. Like, we gotta make sure that we put a stop to that shit. Like, if not for ourselves, then at least for the churn. Think about the churn, goddammit. You shouldn't want for them babies to match the shit that you got going on. A life plagued by the forever rise. What's the forever rise, you ask? That's when every motherfucking article of clothing that you wear, from your drawers to your pants, shorts, to your shirt, tank top, every fucking thing, always seem to fucking rise up when you fat, for some reason. And you as a fucking bigum are always pulling your shit down consistently throughout the day. Cause your shit rising up. Motherfucking thighs just be eating them fucking drawers up. Like a brand new puppy. Drawers be ate the fuck up. Nigga be like, damn, I just bought a new pack of boxer briefs. This shit is fucked up. 2 months later, these motherfuckers chewed the fuck up. It's too much motherfucking friction between your legs. But you got to give them motherfucking kids a fighting chance at least. I've been there, that shit hard. Fat kid fresh and skinny kid fresh ain't the same. Skinny kids put their Nike socks on and you can still see a Nike logo. Fat kid put on a pair of Nike socks and the logo transform into a flat line from a heart monitor and shit. You won't see the logo again until you take them bitches off and wash them. Shit is fucked up. You a fat kid, you are the slowest amongst the group of all your other healthy and athletic friends. You don't want to take your motherfucking shirt off at the pool or the beach because your friends are healthy and athletic than a motherfucking cut than a bitch. And you just angry as a fat ass little shit. Jealous than a motherfucker because you got training bra titties and cellulite and your nipples look like somebody that took both of their thumbs and pushed them bitches in simultaneously. Shit was hard for a little fat nigga, man, in his preteens. I just wanted to be loved by the hoes. Like all the rest of my healthy and athletic looking niggas. Just wanted to be doted upon by the ladies. In the 6th grade, I can recall I had a crush on this chick. And the thing that drove me crazy about her was that she favored Robin Givens in the face and body. She was sexy as a motherfucker. And I was sprung. My nose was wide the fuck open. I used to love Robin Givens. Until my motherfucking lookalike took her motherfucking ass. Mike Tyson. A lot of people used to tell me I look like Mike Tyson ass. When I was younger and shit. Hold on real quick. Let me make this motherfucking shit real quick. And so, I was really motherfucking strong until Mike took her. But anyway, this chick used to look just like fucking Robin Givens. And so every day for a month, I would just stare at her ass. From the time she got on the bus and to the time that we made it to the school, which was probably about a 25-minute drive. So I was in like full motherfucking creep mode for 20 fucking minutes, nigga. Never broke eye contact. Never even fucking blinked, nigga. Nigga was just locked in on her motherfucking ass. Straight creepazoid, nigga. And so, after this motherfucking month of creepo mode, I built up the courage to ask this chick to be my girl. And so I stepped to her ass. You know, I'm like, hey, what's going on, shorty? You know what I mean? I like you, you know what I mean? You like me? She looked me in my motherfucking eye and was like, oh, that's so sweet. But I already have a boyfriend. And just a little FYI, it wouldn't have worked with us anyway. I said, why? She said, well, you're cute, but you're just too chunky for me. I was like, well, thank you for your honesty, bitch. Motherfucker, bitch, you. I felt sick about being a fat legit. So I thought I'd do something about it. Yeah, I thought I'd do something about it. So what I did was I went to the closest adult male and I asked him, hey, how do I lose weight as a man? And this guy happened to be a coach that I asked. So he looked down at me and he says, why do you want to lose weight? So I replied, there's this girl. And he interrupted me and said, say no more, kid. I understand. You can try out for the football team. That'll help you lose weight. I said, okay. Yeah, fuck that shit. I always wanted to play football anyway. First day of trials, nigga. They asked me, have I ever played organized football before? I said no. They asked me, do you know anything about football? I said, yeah, I know a little bit about football, you know what I mean? Play sandlot, you know what I mean? Watch my brother play. They said, okay, you know what position you want to play? I said, yeah, I want to play running back. You know, growing up watching my older brother play Pop Warner football, I always wanted to be like that nigga. You know what I mean? That nigga play running back. I want to play running back. Coach said, nah, you too heavy and slow to play any skill position that we have on the field right now. So I'm gonna try you out at offensive line and defensive line. You're gonna be one of my big hogs. How's that sound? What do you feel about that? I said, like a shit-ass job, cracker. I've been to a motherfucking farm before. Pigs live and eat filthy as a motherfucker. I don't want to be like no fucking hog. I want to be like my brother and Barry Sanders. Then he replied that I was overweight and too slow. So I can't play any skill positions. I said, I be goddamn. I came out here to lose fucking weight, and this bitch ass cracker put me in a fat kid's position. That's fucked up. Shit is hard as a fat kid, man. You know how many shoes I done fucked up as a jit trying to jump across a fucking ditch? like my healthy and athletic friends, and I just couldn't make the motherfucking leap because I was too heavy. Plus, I'm the last nigga to fucking every train session. And sometimes I wasn't even getting no pussy. Why? Because the hoes wanted the healthy and athletic niggas. And by the time I get to their motherfucking ass, which was last, as a fat nigga, she don't even want to fuck me no more. Because all your healthy and athletic friends done wore her ass out. And plus, because you a chunky nigga, the freak bitch don't, quote unquote, see you like that. Shit is fucked up. Parents, help your son be the number 1 or 2 man in the train run. The women too. Help your daughters so they don't have to be that freak fat bitch getting the train ran on her. Sucking and fucking everybody for attention. That's all she want. That's all she wants is that attention. She want attention from the fellas. But she knows she won't get that shit in any other way. Because all the little nasty ass, healthy and athletic niggas want to be with defined body hoes. With bodies that are so motherfucking gorgeous, it'll make R. Kelly go wild. And I know that this shit here is off topic. Speaking of my man R. Kelly. But speaking of Kelly, I know it got to be old sick ass nigga in prison with Kelly right now, fucking with him on the daily. I'm talking about one of them sick ass niggas like Adibisi from Oz and shit. Like, hey Kelly, after you get done with that shower, go ahead and step in my room. Nigga, cause I got a little something for you. Step in my room. Yes, sir, nigga. I'ma fuck the shit out your motherfucking ass, Kelly, nigga. Yes, sir. You got my motherfucking temperature rising. Oh, shit. I know what some sick ass niggas doing kills like that. And Uncle Bill, too. It's some sick ass niggas that don't give a fuck about life because he got life. And he ain't never had a pinch of what Uncle Billy got. Or Kelly. And they want to fuck their ass just for bragging rights. Mm-hmm. Sick ass niggas. Just that motherfucking sick. Nigga probably rolled up on old Uncle Bill and told him, nigga, Bill, nigga, I want to fuck your ass and watch the chocolate jello pudding ooze at your ass, nigga. Nigga sick. Fuck with Uncle Bill and them in there. That shit fucked up. I know to them prison niggas fucking Uncle Bill and Kel is like fucking Oprah on the outside. Like, yeah, this nigga gonna keep my motherfucking book straight, nigga. I got to get his ass, nigga. I got to make him my bitch. Oh shit, but I digress once again, folks. But we got to look out for these motherfucking babies. We got to look out for these fucking babies. Let's keep their ass healthy, man. Give them a fighting chance. Give them a fighting chance is all I'm saying. We got to stop being so motherfucking sensitive about this shit. I don't really view fat deposits as a flaw. And I know that a lot of folks categorize being fat as a flaw, but I don't believe that. You know, I hear people say, my boo love me, flaws and all. And they talking about fat, but I'm always expecting like a person that's like cross-eyed, or they got a birthmark that cover half of their motherfucking face and it's all red, like the little Chinese boy from the Fire Nation and shit. And I believe that's a flaw. A flaw to me are my legs. I'm knock-kneed, you know what I mean? So from the knees down, I'm knock-kneed and pigeon-toed. So that's some shit I can't change. I can't do shit about that. I know as I get older, that shit gonna hurt. My ears, nigga. My shit smaller than a motherfucker, nigga. Look at these shit. My shit stopped growing out in the 5th fucking grade, nigga. My teeth ain't straight, you know what I mean? My shit ain't straight. They a flaw. But don't worry about that shit, nigga. Once I get that motherfucking bread, I'ma Gucci man the shit out of my shit, nigga. Underbiting all, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be at that motherfucker underbiting all, nigga. Straight Gucci like, nigga. You know what I mean? Is this gonna be a motherfucking contest about dressing, nigga? Cause I'm gonna have that shit on, nigga. But I say that to say that fat is a motherfucking choice. It's not a flaw. It's a self-inflicted wound that can only be healed by self-love and discipline. See, every time that I have allowed my weight to get out of control, I look my fucking self eye to eye in the mirror as I gaze at my poorly misshapen body, and I say to myself, you did this shit to yourself, little fat ass boy. Now you undo it. But what you can't undo is ugly. That's a mean ass flaw. Maintaining, losing, and gaining mass takes discipline. Losing weight takes discipline. Keeping your weight together takes discipline. But that's what it's all about. But the world is becoming more and more sensitive by the day. And I believe by 2025, the word discipline itself will be removed from our language because it sounds too harsh to the people's ears. I mean, they're already taking discipline out of schools and homes. And a great deal of us who are 70s and 80s babies don't really beat our kids like that no more because we got this shit kicked out of our ass by our crazy ass parents coming up. And I really think it was something off about them 70s and 80s parents. I think they got the shit kicked out of them by their parents, you know, in a worse way. Because they were abusive as fuck. Abusive as fuck. I'm talking about, and the abuse wasn't shit to them. Like, they were so fucking abusive that you as a child, you get in trouble in my era. A complete stranger from the neighborhood had permission by your parents to beat your ass then bring you back home, tell your parents why they beat your ass and what you did, and then you get another ass whooping from your parents. And your parents' crazy asses is just piling on more and more shit to abuse the shit out your motherfucking ass. Your mama closed the door after laughing with the motherfucking stranger like, thank you. I appreciate you doing that for me, Mrs. Johnson. It takes a village. You know, she put on that motherfucking white voice for people she don't know. Close the door, then turn to your motherfucking ass in attitude mode. Bring your motherfucking ass here. You gonna embarrass the shit out of me like that? The fuck was you doing out there anyway? I told your ass to stay at your friend's house. That's what your hard-headed ass get, just piling shit on top of shit while she slapping the shit out your motherfucking ass. She slapping the shit out your little shoulders and back vigorously, knocking the wind out your ass with every blow. We had it fucked up. Parents from our generation would beat your ass with whatever object or weapon of choice that was closest to them. Anything that was close to them. An iron, a broom, kitchen utensil, extension cord, thick ass motherfucking brush across your knuckles while she doing your sister hair and shit. A dirty ass shoe with the flattened down back cause your mama done stepped on that motherfucker. A braided switch with the fresh green branches on the motherfuckers and shit. I know a lot of you 90s babies probably don't know what that is, but a switch was just like thin, fresh tree branches that resembled a whip, basically. A fucking whip. Shit was fucked up. We got our asses tortured. You fuck around and do the opposite of what your parents told you to do in public, especially your mama. They got ways of torturing your motherfucking ass without showing their own ass. Shit was fucking ridiculous. My mama would pinch the shit out of me anywhere on my fragile ass little body. And that shit felt like that heifer done ripped the fucking skin off your ass. That shit felt like you was fucking bleeding after she got done pinching your ass. I hated that motherfucking shit. That little spot be ashy as a motherfucker after she got done twisting the shit out that bitch. You be pissed off like a motherfucker, nigga. I hate that shit. I used to hate it. Nigga get pinched like, ah! That shit get worse and worse as she motherfucking turn that bitch, nigga. Shit was fucked up. The motherfucking men were no better. Big grown ass motherfucking men thumping your motherfucking ass in the motherfucking forehead and shit. Nigga, my motherfucking stepdad thumped me in my motherfucking shit. Bop, bop, bop. That shit was like, clock, clock, clock. I'm like, oh shit. Nigga, what the fuck wrong with you, man? Nigga, you done lost your motherfucking mind, man. That shit felt like that nigga threw 3 wooden letter blocks in my shit, back to back. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, I'm like, oh shit. Stupid motherfucker, man. That shit was fucked up, man. We got our ass tortured. You gotta know how to whoop ass and not abuse people. You have to know how to whoop ass safely. I learned how to whoop ass safely because of my past. And one time I beat my motherfucking daughter's ass, and I had CPS tell me I was whooping ass safely. So, you know, I felt pretty good about myself. You know, yeah, one time I tore my daughter's ass up. She was in about the 4th or 5th grade. And the little heifer went to school the next day and told the teacher, "It's hard for me to sit down. My dad beat me." And the motherfucking school called Child Protective Custody on my ass. And they brought my entire family to her school that fucking day, like within an hour. Everybody ass nigga. All kind of white folks, nigga. I was married at the time to my daughter's mom, so, and she had 2 boys from her previous marriage, but I was doing the discipline for the entire family, you know. And so they was interrogating every fucking body ass nigga. Every motherfucking body. That shit was crazy as fuck. Cause, you know, I was in that motherfucker. I ain't know what the fuck to think. I thought they were gonna take my kids for sure. But they interviewed everyone separately to make sure that I wasn't a psychomaniac that abuses his children. And long story short, my nigga, I won the case. They said after talking to everybody and getting a better understanding of who I was, that they determined that I was kicking ass properly. So, you know, they're like, hey, you know, you beat your kids with a belt on their hand or on their butt, you know, and we don't see anything too wrong with that, you know. So, as far as we're concerned, you're not doing anything too wrong. But maybe we suggest that you take it a bit easy on your strength because you're a big man, and we would just suggest that you do that. And I'm like, madam, that's the whole point of tearing their ass up. When they act up, I beat their ass so that they don't fuck up no more. They think about how a nigga beat their ass. Haven't you ever heard a mother say, wait till your father get home, and that child feels like they got the bubble guts all the way up until the daddy gets home, and then they pretend like they sleep once that nigga walk through the door? That's what I respect. That's what I wanted. That fear of the lion. Those kids were petrified because they know that my ass whoopings were so on point and they carried more weight than they mamas. Like, you know, mama's ass whoopings be weak than a motherfucker, you know. Daddy shit be strong as fuck. They don't want to get no ass whoopings by the daddy. They don't want no ass whoopings at all. Nigga, I'm in my zone trying to motherfucking explain this shit to this bro. She interrupts me. Let me stop you right there, Mr. Kennedy. Just take it easy. I'm like, no. Y'all told me I was good. I'm good, but I'll try. We walked out the motherfucking office. Out the office, I looked at my motherfucking daughter and said, oh, snitch ass nigga. Snitch ass little nigga, you try to get a nigga hemmed up, man. Type of shit this here, man. I don't appreciate no shit like that there, y'all. For real. You know what the fuck you, I don't know what the fuck you on. Nah, I ain't say no shit like that to my baby. But you got to know your limits as a parent. You know what I mean? Like, I got fucked up so much as a jit that by the 7th grade, I had a breaking point in my young life. Like, my stepdaddy was about to whoop my ass, nigga, with his usual weapon of choice, the extension cord. And the extension cord, nigga, feel like thunder hitting your motherfucking flesh with every strike, nigga. But on this fucking particular day, I couldn't do this shit. Normally I'll bite down and just take that shit, bite down on the pillow, my nigga, and scream and take that shit. But on this day, I had fucking enough, my nigga. I had enough of the stitching cord ass whoopings. And before I laid down on the bed and let that nigga whoop me with a stitching cord, I looked that nigga square in his motherfucking eye. And I say, I'ma allow you to discipline me, but you ain't finna hit me with that motherfucking stitching cord again. And that nigga say, what? And I say, you can beat me, but you're not gonna beat me with that stitching cord. You need to use a belt. That nigga dropped the stitching cord and say, nigga, you a man now, huh? I say, call me what you want. I just know I ain't finna get my ass whooped with that stitching cord. That nigga said, all right. Well, bring your motherfucking ass on then, nigga, square up. When that nigga said that shit there, nigga, I took off on his ass. Bop, bop, bop. As soon as I motherfucking hit his ass with that motherfucking third blow, cause I hit him in his chest and stomach with the first two. Hit his ass in the face with that third. Nigga, that nigga caught me with a motherfucking counter Debo uppercut so motherfucking quick. Boo! That shit hit me in my little eye socket, nigga, and I flew from my room to the living room. Nigga, mind you, nigga, my room was the last room at the hallway. This nigga hit me from my room to the living room. In my eye socket now, nigga. Grown ass man. I'm in the 7th grade. Once that nigga bust me in my motherfucking eye socket, nigga, that shit tossed me 3 rooms and a bathroom away from his body. She was fucked up. This shit happened on a Friday now. Tell you how crazy this nigga is. Nigga gave me a wine cooler and a Black and Mild to apologize. And even though my mom was pissed at the nigga about it, even she participated in that nigga bullshit. Cause she sent a nigga to school that following Monday would conceal on my shit to cover for this nigga. Every fucking body in school fucking with me, nigga. Like, nigga, you got on makeup? Like, yeah, man, my brother bowled me in my motherfucking eye, man, playing football and shit, man. You know what I mean? My mom ain't want nobody to think nothing, you know? My motherfucking best friend got all the motherfucking questions and shit. Like, why would she put makeup on your eye, nigga? Some females in middle school don't even wear makeup at this age. Like, you know, that shit don't even fucking look right, my nigga. That shit. I'm like, I know, my nigga. I asked her to stay home, but you know how motherfucking 70s and 80s moms were. Nigga, you wasn't staying home for shit when it came to school. Unless you was bleeding or some shit was broke. But this nigga got all the motherfucking questions. Nigga, what happened if you start motherfucking sweating and that shit? I don't know, my nigga. God damn. Quit asking me all this shit, nigga. I asked her to fucking stay home. Smart ass nigga. God damn. I wish I would have asked her this shit. I just had to go with the motherfucking, hey, nigga, it is what it is. Shit. Nigga fucking with me all motherfucking day. I come from a broken home. Shit was so fucked up with these 70s and 80s parents. We got to do something about that shit, you know what I mean? I think that's why we're so motherfucking nice now. You know what I mean? Because our parents showed no fucking mercy, nigga. That shit was cold. I remember my mama beat me one time for some shit that my brother did. And then when she found out that it was really him and not me, she ain't even apologized to me and shit. She beat that nigga ass and then told me to charge my motherfucking ass whooping to the game because she know that I'm gonna do some shit in the future without her knowledge. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, bitch. You owe me a motherfucking apology, and you dead fucking wrong. You need to motherfucking apologize. That's what you motherfucking owe me. Charge you to the fucking game. I said this shit in my mind, of course. In my mind. Never out loud. You know why I said this shit in my thoughts? Because as a black 70s and 80s baby, because of our crazy ass parents, they will fuck you up and then threaten you to call CPS on them. Like, what? They will fuck you up and threaten you to call CPS. Beat your ass down to a pole. Bap, bap, bap. And I want you to call CPS. I dare your motherfucking ass to call CPS. Tell them to come and get your motherfucking ass. Huh? I run this motherfucking house. And y'all gonna do what the fuck I tell you, when the fuck I tell you, or you can get the fuck out. So go ahead and call them. Huh? You'll realize it'll never be another motherfucking mama that's gonna replace me. Never. Shit be fucked up. Mama been and beat your ass and then guilt trip your ass into calling them because it ain't another mama that's gonna. Now you in a bad headspace and shit. And so now you like, well, I did consider calling CPS for my protection, but I don't want to lose my one and only mother, you know. So you keep your motherfucking mouth closed and continue to get your ass abused. But although my mom wasn't the primary abuser, she was still a certified ass kicker, like most 70s and 80s mothers were. Because they ain't had no motherfucking preference in gender when it came to laying hands on children. Sons and daughters will get the shit smacked out of their ass and threatened with no hesitation. I brought you into this motherfucking world and I'll take your ass out this motherfucking world. They could be like, you threatening my life? Nah. And I'm gonna say that shit still happen with mothers in today's society. Cause I done seen some of y'all pimp the shit out of kids when they push you too far over the edge. But yet, y'all will try to spare their life when the daddy try to beat their ass. Cause you feel like that nigga hit too hard. The daddy spanking them regular. No fisticuffs, just the old-fashioned spanking on the bottom. And you trying to spare the motherfucking kid, yet you laying hands on their motherfucking ass. What the fuck? I don't get it. Now you got sympathy? That's some crazy ass shit. Mamas be wilding like a motherfucker. All together. And you know what? Come to think of it, women be wildin' all together in general. Women be wildin' the fuck out. That's why I truly believe that God is a man and Satan is a woman. I believe that. I was talking to my oldest daughter and a good female friend of mine, and they were trying to convince me that maybe God is a woman. And I was almost persuaded to the thought of God being a woman, just simply based on all the attention that the woman commands from a man. And then after about a week and deep thought about it, I said to myself, nigga, get that thought out your motherfucking mind, man. Can you ever picture God, the Alpha and the Omega, getting fucked from the back by some long dick angel? Or sucking dick? No, I can't picture that. My God don't suck dick. And then I had to call them both. And I had to tell them this. I said, ladies, if you were God, why would you give yourself a menstrual cycle with cramps? Why would you make yourself smaller in stature? It's no fucking way. Plus, I had to look at the fact that most women are the most self-centered and contradictory people on earth. Oh yeah, just like the devil, from start to finish. They don't chase us, we chase them. They don't call us, we call them. They don't take us on dates, we take them on dates. And when you take their ass on a date, they don't feel like they should have to pay for shit. You gotta pay for it all. You shoot your shot at their ass for the ass or a kiss or vice versa, however you want to play it. They're not gonna fucking budge to do that shit first. Because what the fuck do a woman look like being the first to come at you? That shit ain't right. It's non-traditional. These heifers will tell you that they believe in the Bible and then turn around and tell you also that the Bible is sexist. But they go to church every Sunday and listen to gospel music after every other secular song. I don't get that shit. So you praising this sexist God? Women are self-centered as a motherfucker. You catch them on their phone 24/7, looking at themselves. 24/7, smiling at themselves, taking pictures of themselves. Thousands of pictures. They are entertaining themselves. Egotistical as a motherfucker. And then got the nerve to hate a nigga that's too into himself. I don't get it. Shit crazy. Now, the whole thing is, y'all will fuck around and say, you want to be led by a man that believes in something. And then it's tough for the nigga to really lead you because you believe in the same God that he believes in, but you don't believe in the word of God because you think it's sexist. And you think that man wrote it. How the fuck can a nigga lead you with that type of ass backwards thinking if you're not standing on the same word but you believe in the same God? That shit confusing as a motherfucker. That shit crazy as a motherfucker. A man who believes in God, he's gonna follow the word of God to keep him straight. So of course, you're gonna give your family that same word that you believe in. So that shit there is a fucking toughie. That's some real contradictive shit. I don't understand it. It's some other shit that's contradictive as a motherfucker that women do. Women love the shit out of the gay guys. They embrace them as sisters even. But let a female find out that she fucking with a man that was a down low undercover nigga. Them hoes will be sick to their motherfucking stomach, nigga. They would tell that man, what the fuck is wrong with you, old dirty dick ass nigga? You out here fucking boys and shit. Oh, that shit fucked up, old pussy ass nigga. You should at least told me that shit. My homegirl told me you were gay. I ain't believe her. Not so gay friendly now, are you? No. That's why I truly believe that Satan has to be a woman and God has to be a man. I can't look at it no other way. Even on the whole sexual shit. On the whole homosexual shit, excuse me. Two women together is always erotic as a motherfucker. Tempting, one might say. Two men together, not so sexy. It doesn't have the same effect. Women have way more accessories on their body that are way more pleasing to the eye than a man does. I mean, you look at a man, we only got a fucking dick. Women hit you from top to bottom with non-stop beautiful shit. They got the hair, the soft eyes, the motherfucking lips, the titties, the curves, the pussy, the ass, the legs, the feet. The shit is fucking out of control. That shit is out of fucking control. It ain't shit tempting about us. Everything is tempting about y'all. That's why I don't understand most of my gay brothers, you know, because women are fun as fuck to fuck. Like, and I just believe that it's the natural way of life. I think when God created the dick and the pussy, that he formulated to resemble every form of power that we use today in our society. Energy, we can consider life. Okay? So we're gonna call energy life. But life requires a plug and a socket, or a battery that goes inside a slot to generate power. Without this method, nothing generates power or energy or life, excuse me. So let's think of our dicks as the plugs and the battery, and the pussy as the socket and the slot. Our dicks and batteries go inside. That seed creates energy, life. It's the natural way of life. That energy are the children. Without a nigga nutting in your motherfucking ass, it don't generate no energy. Life does not exist without this delicate balance of us busting a nut in your ass. There's power in our balls, and it belongs to these broads to produce energy the way God intended. When he said, let us make man in our image, in our likeness. Then he gave us men a dick and told us to baptize y'all little hot pocket every motherfucking day and be fruitful and multiply. Don't spill a drop of that energy. Keep nutting in them. Long story short, God gave man absolute dominion over Satan. So ladies, just give up the pussy and listen to the image of God sometimes, goddammit. You'll be better for it. Trust me. I'd like to thank you all for fucking with me tonight. I appreciate your time. Until we meet again, my good family, I got more and more shit to bring your ass. So stay tuned.